Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is June Collier, VP of Marketing, here with this awesome company called myEcon. If you're here for the very first time, myEcon is short for My Economy. When the founders created this company, they wanted to create a company that focused on the individual's personal financial success, which is why we call myEcon the Personal Financial Success Company. Now, as we go through this presentation, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company, who we are. myEcon is a 13-year-old debt-free, technology-driven company based in Atlanta, Georgia. But one of the most important things that you should know is that myEcon has helped its associates generate over $400 million in cash flow. Now, when we talk about personal financial success, everyone has a different definition for personal financial success so that we're all on the same page. Let's talk about what myEcon's definition of personal financial success is. myEcon defines personal financial success as having enough cash flow to support our lifestyles during our working years while simultaneously having enough cash flow to support our lifestyles during our retirement years. You see, during your working years, you work to take care of your current lifestyle. But hopefully, you have enough cash flow left over during your working years that you can set it to the side so that it will take care of you during those years when either you don't want to work or maybe, unfortunately, are in a position where you can't work. That's what we call personal financial success. Now, to attain personal financial success, you actually need two things. The first thing you need is more cash flow. Now, that makes a lot of sense, but more cash flow by itself is not the answer. You see, we know plenty of athletes and entertainers who have made millions of dollars who have gone broke. So more cash flow in itself is not the answer. You need more cash flow and better financial strategies. And myEcon teaches a strategy called income shifting. And this income shifting strategy empowers our associates to generate cash flow in 5 unique ways. So let's talk about the 5 new cash flow streams. The first cash flow stream is correcting tax withholding. The second cash flow stream is minimizing taxes. The third cash flow stream is generating business income. The fourth cash flow stream is debt elimination. And the fifth cash flow stream is investing to build passive income. Now, over the next few minutes, I'm going to go through each cash flow stream in detail, starting with correcting tax withholding. You see, 80% of employees have too much money withheld from their paycheck for taxes. How do we know this? In 2016, the IRS stated that of all the tax returns that came in, 83% of them resulted in a tax refund, and the average tax refund was $3,100. Now, why is this important? This is important because your money has value, and you lose the value of that money by allowing the United States government to hold your money interest-free for a full year. In myEcon, we teach you how to correct your tax withholding so that you can maximize your take-home pay and use that money to either invest, eliminate debt, or improve your lifestyle. Now, most people who have their W-4 form filled out incorrectly, once they correct it, they usually see anywhere between a $200 to $500 per month increase in their take-home pay. Cash flow stream number 1 is correcting tax withholding. The second cash flow stream is minimizing taxes. I'm a big believer that if you are a taxpayer here in the United States, you should have a home-based business. Why? Because there are 2 tax systems in America. There's a tax system for the haves and a tax system for the have-nots. Now, when most people hear me say that, they think I'm talking about the rich and the poor, but I am not talking about the rich nor the poor. The tax system is for those that have a Schedule C, and then there's a tax system for those that have not a Schedule C. A Schedule C allows you to take some ordinary expenses that you have anyway, turn those into business deductions, and lower your tax liability. Let's take a look at some ordinary expenses that you might be able to turn into business deductions if you just have a business like myEcon. The first is car and truck expenses. Most of us on this call have some sort of vehicle that we drive back and forth to work every day. We put gas in that vehicle. We have maintenance that we have on that vehicle, tires, oil changes. All of those expenses can be shifted through your business, creating a business deduction which lowers your tax liability. When you lower your tax liability, that shifts money back into your pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, we call that income shifting. The next type of expense is communications. Everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, maybe you're watching this business presentation, you're using your cell phone, you're using your internet, you're using a laptop, a tablet, a cell phone. All of those communication services and devices which you're going to use anyway, those devices can be shifted through your business, creating a business deduction which lowers your tax liability, which shifts that money back into your pockets. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is called income shifting. What about travel? You know, we're going into the summer season. Many people are going to be going on summer vacations. Maybe they're going to go and have family reunions. And if you have a business, myEcon can show you how to structure your travel so that you can write off your hotel, your airfare, your rental cars, all of these things that you were going to do anyway. But by shifting them through your business, you lower your tax liability and you put more money back into your pockets. Again, this is income shifting. Finally, wages. Many of us on the call may have children. We spend money on our children. We love our children. We're going to spend money on school clothes. We're going to spend money on field trips. We're going to spend money on lunch money, band instruments, football uniforms. We spend a lot of money on our children. But when you are a business owner, you learn how to run that money that you spend on your child through the form of wages. You hire your children as an employee of your business. You pay them a wage. You take that wage and you use that wage to buy the things that you're going to buy for them anyway. But now because the money flows through as a wage, it becomes a tax-deductible item, a business write-off. And when it becomes a business write-off, you lower your tax liability. When you lower your tax liability, you shift money back into your pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called income shifting. Now, minimizing taxes can put an extra $200 to $400 to $500 a month back into your pockets just by converting your everyday expenses into business deductions and lowering your tax liability. Ladies and gentlemen, the second cash flow stream is minimizing taxes. Let's talk about our third cash flow stream, which is generating business income. You see, we don't start businesses just so that we can have business deductions. We start businesses so that we can create some income. And myEcon has a world-class business system. When you become a part of myEcon, you receive the income shifting membership. Membership has its privileges. Inside of this membership, you receive the income shifting strategy. In the previous slide, I showed you 4 different ways to shift your income, but there are well over 475 different ways that a person could turn normal expenses into business deductions and shift that money back into their pockets. We also include the Cashflow Manager software. You see, the IRS says, yes, you can start a home-based business. Yes, you can write off your vehicles. Yes, you can write off your communications. Yes, you can write off your travel, but you must, and I repeat, you must maintain good, proper record keeping. And our Cashflow Manager software is that software that allows you to install it on your phone, your tablets, your computers, so that every time you incur an expense, you can take a picture of that expense, upload it to the cloud, enter in the details, and at the end of the year, the software will calculate all of your expenses, and you can use that and take it to your tax professional to reduce your tax liability. We also include identity theft protection. One of the largest crimes in the world today is identity theft protection. We have a $1 million policy should your ID be compromised. We offer free and discount legal services. We offer our very own smart money credit system, which is a do-it-yourself credit system repair. So what you do is you learn how to pull your credit report. You learn how to read the credit report. You learn how to dispute the items on your credit report. We even include template letters that you send to the credit bureau so that they can remove the negative items from your credit report. And this is included inside of your income shifting membership. In addition, we have discount travel and other corporate perks. Ladies and gentlemen, membership does have its privileges, and when you get started with myEcon, you receive an awesome income shifting membership. Now, as a business, we also have discount products and services that you can retail to the general public. So let's talk about our powerful retail strategy. We've got products that you receive as a member at no cost, but we also can retail these products to the general public, to those individuals that are not myEcon associates. Products like ID Defender, products like the Smart Money System, products like the Cashflow Manager. See, there are millions of people out there who want to protect their identity. There are millions of people out there who want to fix their credit. And there's even millions of small businesses out there who are not keeping track and good records of their expenses, and they could use the software known as our Cashflow Manager. But it doesn't stop there. We also have travel. We've got nutrition and healthy beverages and our very own Cashback Mall. In our Cashback Mall, we've got literally thousands of stores that you shop at anyway. Stores like Home Depot, Walmart, Best Buy. And when you shop at these stores through your Cashback Mall, you receive cash back for things that you're going to do anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful retail strategy. Everyone wins with our discount products and services here at myEcon. But now that you know about our products and services, let's talk about what's probably most important to you. It's our world-class compensation. Somebody say, show me the money. In myEcon, when you enroll in myEcon, you enroll as a marketing director. Your first promotion in myEcon is that of Executive Vice President or EVP. In order to become an EVP, you only need to accomplish one of two things. Either have $200 of personal sales volume or enroll 2 new marketing directors and teach them how to do income shifting. When that happens, you're promoted to Executive Vice President, and you will receive up to 100% of personal sales volume as well as up to 85% of team sales volume on any products or services that are sold throughout your team. But it doesn't stop there. When you enroll someone and introduce them to this powerful concept called income shifting, you receive $35 for every new personal marketing director that you enroll into the business. But not only that, you also receive up to $25 for every new marketing director that comes and enters into your organization. Ladies and gentlemen, that's really, really exciting, but it's not as exciting as the next thing I'm about to share with you. We call it the unlimited residual income. And in myEcon, you can earn up to $10 of unlimited residual income per active associate in your organization. So let's just imagine that you've got 100 people that are in your organization. Now, that's not a whole lot of people when you think about you didn't have to get them all by yourself. That's you and your team that went out and got 100 people. Let's just say that you're averaging $5 per month on 100 people. That's $500 a month of residual income that comes in month after month just for having 100 people on your team. Well, if you can have 100 people on your team, you can grow your team to 1,000 people. And just 1,000 people would net you on average about $10 per person. That's $10,000 a month. That's a six-figure income of $120,000 a year. And these are people that you and your team have brought on, showing them how to income shift. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can get 1,000, what stops you from getting 2,000? What stops you from getting 3,000, 4,000? Multiply that times $10 per person, and you could be looking at $30,000 to $40,000 a month in income shifting residual income. So this is a powerful world-class compensation plan that we have here at myEcon. It is bar none the best compensation plan in the industry. Let's talk about our fourth cash flow stream which is debt elimination. You see, somebody told me that the borrower is slave to the lender, and we want to make sure that you are no longer a borrower. So we're going to show you how to eliminate your debt. Now, in this example, we're using an extra $1,000 a month to eliminate debt. Now, you may be asking yourself, where does the $1,000 come from? Well, it comes from the first three cash flow streams that I shared with you today. Remember, cash flow stream number one was correcting tax withholding. That normally puts an extra $200 to $500 in a person's pocket. Cash flow stream number two was minimize expenses. Again, $200 to $500 a month to come back into your pockets from that cash flow stream alone. And then cash flow stream number three was business income. And we saw that you could literally make thousands of dollars a month off of just cash flow stream number three alone. So by us using $1,000, that's being very conservative for us to use this to pay down our debt. Now let's take a look at some examples of how we would do that. In this example, we have a car note, we've got a Visa card, and a mortgage. Our car note has a balance of $17,000. It has a current payment of $545. At that rate, it would take us 32 months to pay off that car note. But we got that $1,000 from our first three cash flow streams. We're going to apply the $1,000 to the $545, giving us a new payment of $1,545. We're going to eliminate our car note in 12 months instead of 32 months. Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty powerful. At the end of 12 months, we've got $1,545 that used to go to a card that has now been paid off. What do we do with that $1,545? Well, we roll it into our next debt, which is our Visa card. We've got a minimum payment of $200 on our Visa card. We're going to add the $1,545 to the $200. That's going to give us a new payment of $1,745. And we're going to eliminate an $8,000 Visa card in 5 months versus the 78 months it would have taken us had we just applied the minimum payment. Now, at the end of 5 months, we've got $1,745. $1,745 that used to go to a Visa card that's now paid off. So we've paid off the car, we've paid off the Visa card. Now let's take this $1,745 and apply it to our next debt, which is our mortgage. We've got a $200,000 mortgage with a minimum payment of $1,200 a month. It's going to take us 360 months to pay off this mortgage. That's 30 years. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that $1,745, add it to the $1,200. That gives us a new payment of $2,945. And ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, we're going to pay off the mortgage in 68 months versus the 360 months it was going to take us with the minimum payment. And then at the end of 68 months, we've got $2,945 that's left over that used to go to debt. Now let's take a look at what just happened in this scenario. We eliminated $225,000 worth of debt in a short 85 months. 85 months is 7 years and 1 month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's including our mortgage. But here's what's more powerful. By applying this strategy, we save ourselves $352,000. See, it would have cost us that in interest had we just paid the minimum payments on all of our debt. Now you understand why the borrower becomes slave to the lender. You see, the interest is larger than the principal. Pretty amazing. But then I want you to close your eyes and think about this for a moment. Imagine that all of your debt is paid for. You're working the same job. You don't have any debt. What could you do if you had no debt? In this situation, we've got $2,945 each and every month that we have for either investing or lifestyle enhancement. Now, everybody loves lifestyle enhancement, but here's what I'm going to do. I've saved the best for last with his cash flow stream number 5. So let's talk about cash flow stream number 5, which is investing to build passive income. So if we take that $2,945 each and every month and we start investing that, that's $35,340 a year. I bet you never thought that you could actually invest that amount of money each and every year. Now, we're going to let this money grow in an investment that gives us an 8% rate of return. And myEcon teaches you different places where you can get these types of rates of return. In 10 years, that money will grow to $538,000. Ladies and gentlemen, that's over $500,000. Now, I'm going to show you the power of compound interest because it took us 10 years to get $500,000. But in 5 more years, for a total of 15 years, we double that to $1,019,000. Now, just imagine this just for a moment. You have no debt. Your house is paid for, your car is paid for, no credit card debt, and you have $1 million in your investment portfolio. Ladies and gentlemen, what would your life look like? Mine looks really, really nice, and you can too. See, there are 5 cash flow streams that we've gone over here tonight, and you can apply each one of those cash flow streams in your life. So if you were like me 4 years ago, sitting on the edge of my chair thinking, how do I get started? You can sign up today, and when you sign up today, you're going to receive a personalized website plus our world-class business system. Now, June, you've been talking about this world-class business system all night long. What does that mean? You see, in traditional business, you typically have to get a business license. You got a building that you got to purchase. You got products that you have to purchase and then store those products inside of a warehouse. Then you've got shipping. You got to have people that's going to ship those products for you. You also have to have customer service to answer calls, to take care of any returns. And you've got accounting to take care of all of the transactions, the paperwork. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you join myEcon, we've already got all of that taken care of for you. So that's why we call that a world-class business system. All you got to do is get started. We've taken care of all the rest. But let me not forget to tell you and remind you that when you get started in myEcon, you also receive the income shifting membership. Now, if you forgot what was included inside that membership, let me remind you, you get the income shifting strategy, over 475 ways to shift your income. You get the cash flow management software. You see, we want to stay compliant with the IRS, and our software allows you to stay compliant. You receive identity theft protection. The largest crime in the world today is identity theft. You receive free and discount legal services. I promise you, you're going to need these services as you begin to get out of debt and begin to start creating millions of dollars in your portfolio. You get the smart money credit system so that credit is no longer an issue in your life. And you get the discount travel and corporate perks. Now, when I saw this, I thought to myself, man, how much is this going to cost me to get started? I love all of the products. I love all of the services. But really, how much is this going to cost? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to announce that the cost is only $19.95 one time for your upfront enrollment, and then 30 days thereafter on a monthly basis, your membership is $34.95. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the great thing. These all include valuable tax benefits, including the membership of paying $34.95 a month, as well as your $19.95 enrollment. So what we like to say here at myEcon is let the government pay for your business, because you will receive more in tax savings than the membership it costs when you get started with this company called myEcon.